Hi, Mr. Mauricio. Colombia's international relations have been shaped by a complex interplay of geographic location, natural resources, international conflicts, and the broader dynamics of global politics. In the part of historical evolution, first we have colonial era. During the colonial period, Colombia's relations were primarily with Spain, the metropolitan power, and other Spanish colonies in the Americas. The colony's economy and society were deeply interviewed with the Spanish crown. Second, 19th century, independence and isolation. Following independence, Colombia experienced a period of isolation and internal conflicts that limited its international relations. The focus was on consolidating the nation state. First, 20th century, regional integration, and alliance with the USA. From the middle 20th century onwards, Colombia began to integrate more actively into the international community. It joined regional organizations like the Organization of American States, OAS, and strengthened ties with the United States, particularly in the context of the Cold War. Fourth, late 20th century internal armed conflict and international challenge. The decades-long internal armed conflict significantly impacted Colombia's international relations. Despite this, the country remained committed to democracy and human rights. And fifth, 21st century. That means peace, prosperity, and new challenge. With the signing of the peace agreement in 2016, Colombia entered a new phase in its international relations. The country has focused on consolidating peace, promoting foreign investment, strengthening trade relations, and addressing new challenges such as climate change and migration. In the part of diplomatic ties, we have United States. Historically, the United States has been Colombia's main ally. Bilateral ties have been strengthened in areas such as security, trade, and cooperation in drug issues. We have Latin America's country. Colombia has sought to strengthen with relations with many countries of Latin America, particularly within the framework of the Andean Community and the Union of South American Nations that we name it in Spanish UNASUR. We have the European Union. Relations with the European Union have intensified in recent years with a focus on trade, cooperation, and the promotion of human rights. And the other countries, Colombia has diversified its international relations, establishing ties with countries in Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. In the part of challenges and opportunities, we have the armed conflict. Although the peace agreement has been a major step forward, challenges related to its implementation and the consolidation of peace persist. We have the drug trafficking that remains a serious problem that affects the Colombia's international relations. We have the climate change, that Colombia is one of the countries most vulnerable to climate change, posing a significant challenge to its sustainable development. And the migration. The Venezuelan migration crisis has created new challenge for Colombia, but in humanitarian and economic terms. In the part of future trends, we have strengthened democratic institutions. Colombia will continue to work to consolidate its democracy and the rule of law. Diversification of economic relations, that the country will seek to diversify its markets and strengthen its value chains. We have to the promotion of peace and security. Colombia will remain a key player in promoting peace and security in all the country. The adaptation to climate change, the country will need to implement public policies to mitigate the effects of climate change and adapt to its consciousness. In conclusion, Colombia's international relations have evolved significantly throughout its history. The country has moved from a period of isolation to become a relevant actor on the international stage. However, challenges persist that require a coordinated and effective response. Thank you for your attention. Excuse me my pronunciation. I will improve. Thank you, Mr. Mauricio.